called
the Antikythera mechanism.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, that testifies to a lost navigational skill that we have not taken account of before.
Incredibly complex, and it took a long time for them to figure out what that even is.
Yeah.
What do they think that is now?
What if the answers to some of the world's greatest mysteries are forever out of reach? Throughout history, humanity has encountered baffling events and objects that seem to have no rational explanation. From a ship grounding on shore, completely empty of sailors, to a mysterious sound wave that still hasn't been identified to this day. These are the unsolved mysteries of humanity. Number 16. The Tunguska event. The mysterious explosion with no crater. There was an event so catastrophic that it flattened over 800 square miles of Siberian forest without leaving a trace of its origin. The Tunguska event is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in human history. On June 30th, 1908, at approximately 7:17 a.m. local time, an explosion occurred near the Podkamennaya Tunguska River in Siberia. Witnesses reported seeing a bright blue light moving across the sky, followed by a flash and a shock wave that knocked people off their feet and shattered windows hundreds of miles away. The explosion was so powerful that it is estimated to have released energy equivalent to 10 to 15 megatons of TNT, about 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Yet despite this fierce event, no impact crater has ever been found. Trees were scorched and flattened in a radial pattern extending outwards from the epicenter, but the ground bore no scars of a typical meteorite impact. This baffling absence has left scientists scratching their heads for over a century.
People who observed that thought the end of the world had come, Judgment Day, divine intervention.
What could be the possible cause? The lack of concrete evidence has fueled speculative theories. Some suggest extraterrestrial involvement, perhaps an alien spacecraft exploding mid-air or an experimental weapon gone awry. While these ideas capture imaginations and make for thrilling stories, they remain unsupported by empirical evidence. The most widely accepted theory suggests that the Tunguska event was caused by the airburst of a meteor or comet as it entered Earth's atmosphere at high speed. Intense heat and pressure.
It's the lack of hard, solid evidence that makes these theories popular.
Caused it to disintegrate before reaching the ground. This would explain both the absence of an impact crater and the widespread devastation. Yet another hypothesis posits that it was a fragment of Encke's comet, which is known for its frequent close approaches to Earth. The icy composition of a comet could have vaporized upon atmospheric entry, leaving no solid remnants behind. Modern science hasn't given up on solving this puzzle. Various expeditions have been launched to study soil samples, tree rings, and even micrometeorites in hopes of uncovering definitive clues. In recent years, advanced technologies such as aerial drones and satellite imagery have been employed to map the area more comprehensively. Number 15. The Nasca lines, mysterious patterns only visible from the sky. The devastation of the Tunguska event isn't the only mystery carved in Earth's surface. From Siberia to Peru, the Nasca lines bring their own puzzle. Imagine flying over the arid plains of southern Peru and suddenly spotting enormous geometric figures sprawling across the terrain like a giant, ancient art project. This is the Nasca lines, one of humanity's most intriguing puzzles. Engraved into the desert sand between 500 BCE and 500 CE,
these lines are incredibly long, perhaps miles, and they're straight as a ruler.
These lines form over 800 straight lines, 300 geometric shapes, and approximately 70 biomorphic designs depicting animals and plants. These figures are expansive. Some stretch over 1,200 feet long, big enough to be visible only from an aerial perspective. The Nasca lines remained largely unnoticed until the advent of modern aviation in the 1920s. Pilot Toribio Mejia Gespi was among the first to report them to the world. The reactions were as varied as they were enthusiastic. Archaeologists saw them.
The strange markings become known as the Nazca Lines
As an archaeological gold mine, while conspiracy theorists couldn't resist diving into more outlandish explanations. Were these lines made for gods looking down from above? Some scholars believe they were ritualistic pathways used during sacred ceremonies, dedicated to deities associated with water and fertility. But then there's the theory that makes your imagination take flight. Extraterrestrials. Erich von Däniken's famous book, Chariots of the Gods, posits that these enormous designs might have been landing strips for alien spacecraft or messages intended for visitors from other worlds. Recent studies have shifted focus slightly. Using drones and satellite imagery, archaeologists have discovered new lines and better understood their construction techniques. One prevailing theory is that wooden stakes were used as guides, with ropes stretched between them to create straight lines. More grounded theories suggest these lines align with underground water sources or astronomical phenomena. Number 14. The Voynich Manuscript. From mysteries engraved into the earth to ones etched into pages of ancient texts, visualize stumbling upon a book filled with symbols that no one can decipher, and its illustrations seem to come from another world. This isn't the plot of a fantasy novel, but the true story of the Voynich Manuscript.
The strange markings become known as the Nazca Lines,
a baffling artifact discovered in 1912 by antiquarian Wilfrid Voynich. For over a century, this manuscript has left cryptographers scratching their heads and conspiracy theorists spinning wild tales. The Voynich Manuscript is an illustrated codex, handwritten in an unknown script.
So another big part of medicine at that time is also included in the book. It's zodiac charts.
It comprises approximately 240 pages, although some are missing, and is divided into sections that appear to cover topics like herbalism, astronomy, biology, cosmology, and even pharmaceutical recipes. The elaborate drawings include strange plants that don't exist in nature and elaborate astronomical diagrams. Why does it matter? Besides its age, believed to date back to the early 15th century, the manuscript's unique language or cipher remains undeciphered despite extensive efforts. It's not just about cracking a code, it's about unlocking a piece of human history. Cryptographers during World War I, including William Friedman, one of America's foremost cryptologists, tried and failed to decode it. Linguists have suggested it's written in an unknown dialect or even an invented language. More modern attempts have employed computer algorithms and artificial intelligence. In 2014, researchers at the University of Alberta used AI to identify patterns that might suggest Hebrew as a base language for the script. Yet, translating it into coherent text remains elusive. Could it all be an elaborate joke? Some scholars argue the manuscript could be a hoax designed to fool collectors or scholars, an intricate ruse from centuries past. However, if it's a hoax, someone went through great lengths, from creating detailed drawings to inventing a complex script. On the flip side, what if it's genuine? Theories range from it being an alchemical guide, a medical text for medieval practitioners, or even instructions for secret rituals. The mystery deepens as every theory brings more questions than answers. There's hope that with enough computational power and collaborative effort among experts from various fields, linguistics, cryptography, artificial intelligence, the secrets of the Voynich Manuscript will eventually come to light. Number 13. The Wow Signal. While the Voynich manuscripts keep their secrets locked in an ancient code, Another mystery arrives from deep space with no warning, the WOW signal. In 1977, a sudden, strong burst of radio waves, a powerful 72-second signal from outer space, was detected at Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope. This unexpected discovery left astronomers puzzled and eager to find answers. Known as the WOW signal, this mysterious transmission has never been observed again, yet it continues to captivate both scientists and enthusiasts. The name WOW signal comes from Dr. Jerry R. Eamon's excited note on the data printout. He circled the sequence 6EQUJ5 and wrote WOW in red ink, capturing the surprise of finding such a strong signal from deep space that didn't fit into any known category. The significance of the 1420 MHz frequency lies in its association with hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Scientists theorized that an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization might use this frequency to send signals across long interstellar distances.
Well, there's a local scientist thinking he's discovered the cause of another great space mystery.
Or an intelligent alien civilization could be trying to communicate with us. Some scientists suggest it could have been a natural astrophysical event, like a rare type of stellar flare or a passing comet emitting hydrogen gas. Despite extensive searching and analysis, no conclusive evidence has emerged to support either theory definitively. One frustrating aspect of the WOW signal is its unique nature. It's never been detected again, despite numerous attempts to find a repeat. It may have been a one-time event, perhaps due to a fleeting alignment of cosmic objects or an incredibly rare astrophysical occurrence. Astronomers haven't given up on unraveling this mystery. Projects like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, continue scanning the skies with more sophisticated technology in hopes of detecting similar signals.
It's a tremendously strong signal. We've never seen anything like that before.
Number 12. The Shroud of Turin. Just as the WOW signal left us questioning the cosmos, another mystery leaves us pondering our faith. Ever thought you could see the supposed clothes worn by Jesus? This is the Shroud of Turin, a piece of linen cloth that has sparked debates, inspired faith, and puzzled scientists for centuries. It bears the faint image of a man who many believe to be Jesus Christ. This relic fascinates not only the devout, but also historians and scientists, each trying to unravel its mysteries. The shroud first made headlines in the 14th century when it appeared in the small town of Lire, France.
The mysterious Shroud of Turin is something that has baffled scientists for years to faithful all over the world.
It quickly gained a reputation as a holy relic, believed to be the burial cloth of Jesus. By 1578, it had found a new home in Turin, Italy, where it has been housed ever since. In 1988, 3 independent laboratories conducted radiocarbon dating on samples from the shroud. The results were surprising. They dated the cloth to between 1260 and 1390 AD. Many saw this as proof that the shroud was created in medieval times. However, skeptics pointed out possible contamination issues, such as repairs made to the cloth over centuries that could affect these results. Various theories have emerged. Some suggest that early photographic techniques using light-sensitive chemicals could have formed the image. Another group believes skilled artists created it using paint or other substances during medieval times. Others propose that natural processes involving body decomposition and chemical reactions may have imprinted the image onto the fabric. But none of these theories fully explain how such a detailed and anatomically accurate figure could appear on a simple piece of linen. Number 11. The Mary Celeste. From one mysterious discovery to a ghost ship, Imagine sailing the extensive Atlantic only to come upon a ship eerily drifting with no sign of its crew. This is precisely what happened on December 5th, 1872, when the British brigantine Dei Gratia discovered the Mary Celeste. Aboard, the scene was perplexing. Food supplies were untouched, personal belongings were intact, and yet not a soul was present. So, where did everyone go? The Mary Celeste set sail from New York City on November 7th, 1872, destined for Genoa, Italy. Captained by Benjamin Briggs, it carried a cargo of denatured alcohol and had 10 people on board. Briggs himself, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and 7 experienced crew members. The journey started uneventfully until that fateful December day when it was found abandoned. Speculation about the crew's disappearance has ranged from logical to bizarre. One theory suggests that a mutiny might have taken place. However, Captain Briggs was well respected, and there were no signs of struggle or violence. Piracy could explain an empty ship, but not one that was left entirely intact and undisturbed. Pirates typically loot ships for valuables. Modern forensic methods offer some hope in solving this maritime enigma. Investigations using advanced techniques such as DNA analysis and chemical testing could potentially uncover clues hidden in plain sight on the ship itself. However, despite these efforts, no definitive answers have emerged. The Mary Celeste isn't just a one mystery wonder. Several other questions linger. The ship's logbook revealed nothing out of the ordinary up to its last entry on November 25th. A single lifeboat was missing from the vessel. Did they abandon the ship, thinking they were in imminent danger? Weather reports from that period show no severe storms that could have forced an abandonment under duress. This ghost ship stirs curiosity even today. Number 10. The Great Pyramids of Giza. Think about this. Huge stones, each weighing anywhere from 2.5 to 15 tons, carefully arranged to form structures that have lasted over 4,500 years.
Biggest pyramid in the world, and it's about 4,500 years old.
And without cranes, trucks, or modern engineering software, how did they do it? The Great Pyramid. Just saying the name brings to mind images of towering limestone wonders set against the dry topography of the Egyptian desert. These ancient giants have stood the test of time, not just as architectural marvels, but as enduring mysteries that continue to puzzle even the brightest minds. This remains one of humanity's most intriguing mysteries. There are many views. Some suggest a combination of ramps and sledges lubricated with water to reduce friction. Simple, yet effective. Others propose more complex solutions like counterweights and intricate pulley systems. Yet none fully explain the sheer size and accuracy achieved. What did these ancient builders have at their disposal? Copper chisels, stone hammers, and wooden sledges were likely their main tools. Basic by today's standards, but incredibly effective in skilled hands. Modern researchers have tried to recreate these methods with varying degrees of success. Experiments involving smaller pyramid models and ancient techniques have shown promise, but often fall short when scaled up to the size of the actual pyramids. There are also speculative theories about advanced knowledge lost to time, perhaps a forgotten understanding of physics or an undiscovered technique that made such feats possible. And then there's the out there theory. Could extraterrestrials have helped? This idea gained popularity thanks to Erich von Daniken's book, Chariots of the Gods, which argued that alien visitors could have provided the know-how or even physical help in building these monumental structures.
Helping aliens reach our planet from their homeworld, somewhere beyond the constellation of Orion.
Just when you think you've heard it all, discoveries keep adding fuel to the fire. In recent years, researchers found a network of waterways that might have been used to transport the massive stones closer to the construction site. Number 9. The Oak Island Money Pit. The Great Pyramid may have puzzled the architectural world, but here is an even bigger puzzle for treasure hunters, a mystery hidden in sand. Hidden away on a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia lies one of the most mysterious stories in treasure hunting history, the Oak Island Money Pit. For over 2 centuries, adventurers have been drawn to this curious site, each hoping to uncover its secrets and claim the elusive treasure that legend promises lies beneath. The story of the Oak Island Money Pit began in 1795 when a young man named Daniel McGuinness stumbled upon a strange depression in the ground. Convinced he had found buried treasure, McGuinness and his friends began to dig. What they uncovered was highly unusual: layers of wooden planks at regular intervals, mysterious carvings, and an intriguing stone inscribed with cryptic symbols. Over the years, numerous expeditions have tried their luck, but none have succeeded in reaching the bottom of the pit. Instead, they encountered traps, such as water-filled tunnels that flood the excavation site, a design some believe was intended to protect whatever lies below from prying hands. Hypotheses regarding what might be hidden within the money pit are as varied as they are fascinating. Some suggest that notorious pirates like Captain Kidd or Blackbeard buried their plunder there. Another popular theory posits that Spanish or British soldiers hid riches on Oak Island. However, some enthusiasts claim that religious artifacts, possibly even the Holy Grail or Ark of the Covenant, could be hidden away within. Despite countless attempts and modern technology at our disposal, the secrets of Oak Island remain frustratingly out of reach. Ground-penetrating radar, sonar mapping, and advanced drilling techniques are now employed to probe deeper into Oak Island's mysteries. Yet, they could still find nothing. Number 8. The Disappearance of Amelia Earhart. From an unsolved mystery hidden in the sand to another over 40,000 feet above sand level, let's explore the mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance. The thrill of adventure and the allure of the unknown are deeply ingrained in human nature, and Amelia Earhart, with her fearless spirit and groundbreaking achievements in aviation, embodied this sense of daring. On July 2nd, 1937, during her ambitious attempt to fly around the world, Earhart's plane disappeared over the Pacific Ocean. The mystery surrounding her disappearance has fascinated and puzzled people for years. What happened on that fateful day? The last known communication from Earhart indicated she was in trouble. Flying a Lockheed Electra 10E, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were attempting to reach Howland Island, a speck in the expansive Pacific Ocean. Radio transmissions revealed mounting anxiety as they struggled to locate the island. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Fuel is running low." No signal was received after this last desperate message. No trace of Earhart or her aircraft has ever been conclusively found. People have speculated endlessly about what might have happened. The most prominent theory has it that they landed on Gardner Island, now Nikumaroro, where they may have survived for some time before succumbing to harsh conditions. This theory gained traction when artifacts such as an aluminum panel and a woman's shoe were found on the island. However, a more dramatic hypothesis posits that Earhart was captured by Japanese forces. This theory is bolstered by reports and unverified claims of sightings. Despite decades of relentless searching and numerous expeditions, Amelia Earhart's fate remains one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries. The immensity of the Pacific Ocean and the passage of time make it increasingly challenging to find definitive answers. Yet with each new technological advancement and discovery, hope persists that one day we might finally uncover the truth behind Amelia Earhart's disappearance. Number 7. The Disappearance of the Indus Valley Civilization. From one disappearance to another, but this time around, even a bigger number. Imagine a thriving city full of prospects and people moving around their daily activities, and boom, everything disappears into thin air. This is the story of the Indus Valley. This city boasts of one of the world's earliest urban cultures, thriving from around 3300 BCE to 1300 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. This civilization was remarkable, boasting meticulously planned cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, complete with sophisticated drainage systems and standardized weights and measures. The people of the Indus Valley were trailblazers in city planning and social structure. Their cities included features typical of modern urban life, like streets laid out in a grid pattern, meeting at right angles. Also, advanced systems for managing water, including wells, baths, and a complex sewage system. Surprisingly, their houses were constructed from uniform bricks. Artifacts suggest they engaged in long-distance trade with Mesopotamia. Despite their advancements, by 1500 BCE, this flourishing civilization had inexplicably vanished. Scholars have proposed various theories to explain this mystery. Evidence suggests that changing monsoon patterns could have led to droughts or floods, disrupting agriculture and making cities unsustainable. Meanwhile, some historians hint at invasions by nomadic tribes from Central Asia. However, there's scant archaeological evidence for widespread violence or warfare. Modern archaeology has provided compelling clues but no definitive answers. Excavations reveal signs of gradual decline rather than abrupt destruction. The gradual disappearance of urban characteristics hints at a slow process of transformation rather than cataclysmic collapse, states Dr. Jane McIntosh, an expert on ancient civilizations. Archaeologists remain hopeful as they continue to discover new sites and use advanced technology like ground-penetrating radar and DNA analysis. These efforts might eventually piece together the puzzle of what really happened to the Indus Valley civilization. Number 6. The Roanoke Colony. This may turn out to be a plethora of traceless disappearances, from Pakistan to somewhere in North America. Another mysterious disappearance is reported. In 1590, a colony full of people, bustling with the promise of a new life in the New World, suddenly vanished without a trace. This was precisely what happened at Roanoke Colony, leaving behind only one creepy clue: the word Croatoan carved into a tree. Roanoke Colony was one of the first English settlements in North America. Established in 1587 on Roanoke Island, present-day North Carolina, it was led by John White. He left for England to gather supplies and returned 3 years later to find the settlement empty. The houses were dismantled, and there was no sign of struggle or battle. Speculation runs wild when it comes to Roanoke's fate. One popular theory suggests that the colonists assimilated with local Native American tribes, such as the Croatoans on Hatteras Island. Some historians propose that Spanish forces from Florida could have eliminated the colony to deter English expansion. Archaeologists have been tirelessly digging for clues. In 1998, an excavation at Hatteras Island revealed European artifacts dating back to the late 16th century, suggesting contact between colonists and Native Americans. A 2015 dig at Site X, a location on mainland North Carolina, uncovered pottery pieces linked to Roanoke settlers. These findings fuel hope, but also deepen the mystery. Could these artifacts be remnants of survivors, or merely traded goods? Could we ever know the truth? It's captivating to think we might one day uncover definitive answers. Subscriber's pick. As we ponder the mysteries of the Roanoke colony's disappearance, another chilling image surfaces. The picture shows 3 women, their bodies human, but their heads resembling that of classic alien depictions, standing in shallow water. They hold hands, their eyes fixed on something unseen, perhaps beyond our understanding. Are they part of a hidden world, or could they represent a deeper connection between human myths and extraterrestrial life? These types of bizarre occurrences make you wonder, what truths are we yet to uncover? What do you think these women were focused on? Share with us in the comments section below. Number 5. The Pleiadian Women. Guardians of humanity or alien fantasy. From mysterious female beings emerging from the water, let's explore another chilling female figure, the Pleiadian Women. Among the many accounts of unsolved mysteries, few are as captivating as the stories surrounding the Pleiadians. These beings are said to come from the Pleiades star cluster, but what makes the tale truly intriguing is their appearance. Often described as tall, radiant women with flowing blonde hair, bright blue or green eyes, and a calm, almost angelic demeanor, Pleiadian women have been the subject of fascination in UFO lore for decades. What's especially mysterious is the benevolent nature these beings supposedly possess. Unlike the terrifying, hostile extraterrestrial encounters often reported, Pleiadians are said to offer wisdom and guidance. In 1975, Swiss man Billy Meier claimed to have had repeated encounters with extraterrestrial beings known as Pleiadians. His most notable encounter involved a Pleiadian woman named Semjase, who he described as supernaturally beautiful with long blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a calming aura. According to Maya, Semjase communicated telepathically and imparted knowledge of the universe and the importance of spiritual growth. She told Maya that the Pleiadians were peaceful and had been watching over Earth for thousands of years, guiding humanity toward a better future. Other witnesses reported that their female leaders are depicted as nurturing and kind, almost maternal figures. But is there more to them than just an aura of kindness? Their physical beauty aside, Pleiadian women are rumored to have psychic abilities, able to communicate telepathically with humans and even influence human thoughts. Witnesses describe their presence as peaceful but powerful, leaving many to wonder, are they truly our celestial protectors, or is their presence part of a larger, unexplained agenda? Number 4. The Zodiac Killer. While the Pleiadian women are portrayed as mysterious protectors, the Zodiac Killer's story couldn't be more opposite. In California during the 1960s and 70s, a time when the sun-soaked streets were shadowed by fear, courtesy of a mysterious figure known as the Zodiac Killer. This elusive predator not only committed a series of brutal murders, but also taunted law enforcement and the public with cryptic messages that are yet to be fully decoded. The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror began on December 20th, 1968, with the horrific murder of high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday near Vallejo, California. This was just the beginning. Over the next few years, at least 5 confirmed killings occurred, each more gruesome than the last. On July 4th, 1969, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were shot while sitting in a car at Blue Rock Springs Park. Later on September 27th, 1969, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were attacked at Lake Berryessa. Shepard succumbed to her injuries 2 days later. On October 11th, Paul Stein, a cab driver, was shot in San Francisco's Presidio Heights neighborhood. The Zodiac also claimed responsibility for additional murders through letters sent to newspapers, although these claims remain unverified. The Zodiac's ability to evade capture baffled authorities. During that era, forensic science was still in its infancy. DNA profiling did not exist. The killer sent taunting letters and ciphers to local newspapers. One such cipher, known as the Z340, remained unsolved for over 50 years until it was cracked in December 2020, only to reveal another layer of mystery. Unlike many serial killers who follow a specific victim profile or pattern, the Zodiac's choice of victims appeared random. Fast forward to today, advancements in forensic technology hold new promise for solving this cold case. The use of genetic genealogy, which helped identify the Golden State Killer in 2018, could potentially be applied here as well. Could DNA evidence finally solve the case? In recent years, investigators have revisited old evidence with modern techniques. For example, samples from letters allegedly sent by the Zodiac are being tested using advanced methods that can work with degraded or minimal samples. Also, modern algorithms and crowdsourcing efforts have been employed to crack some of the remaining ciphers. Despite these efforts, no definitive match has been made so far. Hope remains that with continued advancements in technology and persistent investigation, we might one day unmask this mysterious figure who has haunted our collective psyche for decades. Number 3. The Bermuda Triangle. The Zodiac Killer may have left traces or signs, but let's talk about another unsolved mystery that left no traces. Imagine a vast area bordered by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, where countless ships and planes have disappeared without a trace. This mysterious part of the Atlantic Ocean has been a breeding ground for conspiracy theories, maritime legends, and downright eerie tales. Let's explore some intriguing aspects of this puzzling phenomenon. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle gained traction with the disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers vanished during a training mission, and the rescue planes sent after them also disappeared. This chilling event added fuel to an ever-growing list of unexplained vanishings in the region. Some estimates suggest that over 1,000 people have mysteriously disappeared in this area over the past century. Some scientists suggest that unusual magnetic variations in the area could disrupt navigational instruments, leading ships and planes astray. Another theory posits that massive methane gas eruptions from oceanic sediments could create sinkholes, swallowing vessels whole. Scientists have taken on the challenge of explaining this baffling phenomenon using data and research. Studies reveal that powerful Gulf Stream currents can quickly erase evidence of wreckages. The region is also prone to sudden storms and hurricanes capable of capsizing ships or downing aircraft. Recent technological advancements like satellite monitoring and underwater drones continue to shed light on this mystery. As science advances, we may eventually demystify some aspects of this captivating maritime puzzle. Number 2. The Antikythera mechanism. Moving away from traceless disappearances, let's explore an age-long mystical piece. Among the wonders of ancient history, few artifacts capture the imagination quite like the Antikythera mechanism. About 2,000 years ago, Greek craftsmen were working on what is now considered one of the world's earliest mechanical computers. Found in a shipwreck near the Greek island Antikythera in 1901, this complex device has puzzled historians and scientists ever since. The mechanism was discovered among a collection of bronze and marble statues, jewelry, coins, and pottery. The shipwreck dates back to around 70 to 60 BCE, indicating that this remarkable piece of technology existed long before anyone even thought of modern computers. Researchers believe it was used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendar and astrological purposes. Imagine an ancient Greek sailor setting sail with a device that could chart the stars with astonishing accuracy. The mechanism's intricate system of gears, 30 surviving gears to be precise, suggests that it could also track the cycles of the solar system. Crafted with astounding precision, it challenges our assumptions about ancient engineering capabilities. Its very existence implies a level of technological sophistication that seems almost out of place. Can modern technology fully decipher its mechanisms? Thanks to advances in technology, researchers have made significant progress in understanding this mysterious device. High-resolution X-ray scans have allowed scientists to look inside without causing damage. These scans revealed hidden inscriptions and provided deeper insights into its construction. However, despite these advancements, some aspects remain elusive. The exact methods used by its creators are still unknown. Number 1. The Babushka Lady. Amid the many unanswered questions about President John F. Kennedy's assassination, there is one mysterious figure who has captured the attention of both conspiracy theorists and historians, the Babushka Lady. This mysterious individual has sparked endless speculation and intrigue. Captured in footage of the tragic event in Dallas, Texas, this mysterious woman stood out due to her distinctive appearance and enigmatic behavior. Wearing a headscarf reminiscent of Russian grandmothers or babushkas, this woman was seen standing on the grassy knoll, holding what appeared to be a camera. As the shots rang out that would end JFK's life, she remained calm, continuing to film. Despite the chaos around her, the Babushka Lady's actions were methodical, as though she was determined to capture the event. The intriguing part? To this day, no one knows for certain who she was or what she captured. After the assassination, the FBI and other law enforcement agencies requested that anyone with film or photographs of the event come forward. Yet, despite her obvious presence in multiple angles of the footage, the Babushka Lady never did. Her silence, and the fact that no one has ever come forward claiming to be her, has fueled speculation. Some believe she may have captured crucial evidence on her camera that could shed new light on what happened during those fateful moments. Others think she might have been part of a larger conspiracy, intentionally recording the assassination for shadowy groups. Still, others argue that she was simply an ordinary woman caught in extraordinary circumstances, perhaps unaware of the significance of the footage she might have had. In 1970, a woman named Beverly Oliver came forward, claiming to be the Babushka Lady. According to Oliver, she had filmed the assassination, but was approached by FBI agents shortly afterward, who allegedly confiscated her camera. While her story fits some aspects of the mystery, many remain skeptical, as some details of her account are inconsistent with the known facts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.